I didn't know that I was highly sensitive. When I got to know this course, when I began this course, I was surprised that a lot of topics that were on this course that I experienced it in my life. And today I will talk about different points that people face in business and that are connected to high sensitivity. And as a business consultant, it is my sphere to bring some interesting information. And today I will bring some personal stories, some investigations. I would like to begin that when I discovered that I'm highly sensitive, then I realized that some qualities of my character, like wanting to have my own space, or being too quickly vulnerable. It is connected with high sensitivity, and I discovered it when I was a teenager. And then, when I grew older, I wrote my PhD in social arts, and I did a lot of biographical courses, and I tried to overcome the difficulties that I had. And now I understand that those difficulties are connected with my high sensitivities. And I prepared some presentation. I would like to begin that what is the foundation of my speech for today. For me, as a high sensitive person, it's important to have the ground, to have the soil, the foundation. And I discovered that there are different ways of describing what is high sensitivity. And I would like to suggest my way that I got to know from the HSP course by Eurythmy for You. There I got to know that there are four main qualities of highly sensitive people. And when those people feel overwhelmed, then they have some difficulties. The first one, I believe all of you know it, like if you are high sensitive, that you are able to feel the information to in a more widened way than normal people. And when you can think and can experience in a brighter way than the others, then you might be overwhelmed. And I know from my own experience, when I have too many tasks, and then I get too many messages, some more tasks coming to me, then I feel panic. I feel like, oh, how can I manage all those tasks? And I will tell you today how I try to manage it, those situations and my panic. And please write in chat your questions during the whole speech, and at the end I can answer your questions. The second aspect of highly sensitive people, the second quality, is to be very distinguished and to do everything almost in a perfect way. But when you're orientated to be very perfect, to do everything in a very good way, you can lose yourself in perfectionism. If you try to do everything as if it was the most important task of your life, then you can also be very demanding, not only to yourself, but also to other people. And in business, it is important to be the first one, the quickest one, and so on. That's why it is also easy for highly sensitive people to be in business. And the third quality of highly sensitive people is to have a lot of empathy to others and to feel others. And on the one hand, it is easy for you when you are in business because you can understand others well. On the other hand, you can lose yourself in a lot of experiences, in a lot of feelings, in a lot of possibilities that you get from life because you don't have any boundaries. When you lose your boundaries, when you want to do simultaneously 1,000 things, when you want to help others, it can also be a difficulty for you. And the fourth quality of highly sensitive people, it's well known that a lot of highly sensitive people are introverts. They need their own space, but also they love to be alone, and it is giving them strength. It is their necessity for them to stay in balance. When you are in a business, you communicate a lot. You need to stay with a lot of people during the whole day. That's why it's important for you to find some space where you can stay on your own. If you don't have this possibility, you can lose yourself. You can feel as if you can't feel yourself any longer. And now I'd like to show you two investigations. When highly sensitive people feel overwhelmed, then it is an easy way to burn out. Probably a lot of you already experienced it, me as well. And the studies that I read about burnout, they say that about 70 people in the world, they have this they tend to burn out. Not only highly sensitive people, but surely for highly sensitive people, it is easier to get into burnout. What is the trigger of this state? The first aspect is empathy. When you can feel the pain of other people as if it was your own pain, or another situation where other people are, as if you are in this situation, then you feel as if you live thousands lives. All those pains and experiences of other people, they come inside of you, and then you feel exhausted and overwhelmed. And it is the way to emotional exhaustment. The highly sensitive people, they often react too actively on some situations or words that for normal people are just normal, like someone says one word or several words that seemingly doesn't mean a lot, and a highly sensitive person begins to cry, or someone looks at you and you begin to cry or to shout or whatever, because of your sensitivity, because you can read more than the person wishes to say you. And the second aspect is the overstimulation, because you are as if the whole time digesting a lot of experiences. And that's why you can't be within yourself. You can't stay in balance because you need to work the whole time. And I made a little quiz in Telegram and Vkontakte, and in my groups, because I wanted to investigate. I read some investigations of people, of some professionals, but I wanted also to ask my colleagues and friends. I had written some questions for my colleagues and for my friends, and I got some answers from them. The first, so overexcitability, you can see now on the screen. The majority of people, they suffer from overexcitability. And those are the people working in business. I can't say that all of those people are highly sensitive, but I believe it is like that. And at all, when you work in business, overexcitability is probably the most big problem. The second problem is anxiety related to not completing all your tasks on time, because you try to do a lot of things simultaneously, and you are very emotional, and to feel it every day, it is difficult to have these emotions. And perfectionism, I formulated it like that some people stay for a long time, for often too long, on one task, because they want to do it the best way when they could do it quickly. The next difficulty is when people can't say no, when they try to help the whole time. when they try to sacrifice themselves and then they are too overwhelmed with all their tasks. The next point is when people don't have time for themselves any longer, for their hobbies, and then comes emotional exhaustion. Now I would like to share how you could work with those states, with those inner states. A little story from my life. I feel that I'm a lucky person because I chose my profession like that when I wrote my PhD. I came to the university as a teacher, and the university teacher, he or she doesn't need to work from 9 o'clock till 6 o'clock in the evening, but we also have time to get prepared to our lectures. And it was great. I had time to investigate some questions that were interesting for me. I could stay on my own and had time for myself. On the other side, I had to be a lot with the people. Like I had a huge halls with hundreds of students, for example, and I needed to feel confident. And I can say that it is ideal for highly sensitive people to work as a freelance. After my work in the university, I created my own firm together with one of the partners, and we were freelance. And we had time to get a rest. And I believe that nowadays it is easier to work freelance. And I would really suggest to think of it. How can we protect ourselves and our high sensitivity? I listened to all the conference speeches. I'm very thankful to my colleagues. All of them said that it's important to talk about what do you need, about your needs. For example, if you need to stay on yourself, then probably try to have your own room, or try at least to have half an hour a day or 1 hour a day when you can work on your own. And one more life hack. For example, when I don't work with the clients, I work on computer, I can have meetings, and then to relax, I do a little break. I have 2 cats and I love embracing them. And it gives me inner resources, and it helps me to relax, to get rid of inner overexcitability. It is a catty ritual, I could say it like that, a kitten ritual. And now my favorite topic. It is the topic that was a huge discovery for me due to the course for highly sensitive people. I would like to begin with a small story. It happened to me at the beginning of the course. We had a vacation on Altai, and we took a taxi to get to a hotel. And the taxi driver, he was an elderly person, and we were talking to him about what is going on in the world now. We found out that his point of view is very different from my point of view. Surely I began to say about my position, and I was standing to it, and we were arguing. And then after a while, I thought, why am I doing it? I try to relax and to give the inner space for this person with his own views. And like I couldn't jump out of the taxi. I just let this person be as he is. And it was a wonder. Like after a while this taxi driver in our speech, in our talk, he began giving me like also space, like he said, oh yeah, probably here you might be right. And after a while, when we had a meeting in our course for high sensitive people, I realized that when I'm too categorical, then it is difficult to open myself to something new. And that's how I found this topic, like being perfectionist and to have too much demands from others. Surely if you are a perfectionist and you are used to do everything in the very best way, no matter whether you are sick or whether you can do it or not, you do it. And that's why you also begin to be like that to other people. And one more story. It happened a little bit earlier with me. I'm organizing the different travels to business holding. With my colleagues, we went to Sikkim in Egypt, and there wasn't anyone in the airport meeting us, and I also didn't have any connection with the people who needed to meet us because my SIM card didn't work. And I began being nervous. I tried to write everywhere, and I felt like I'm very nervous. And then I heard from someone that the driver is already there. He just can't find us. And then someone from our group comes to me and embraces me and says, why are you worrying? Relax. Everything is all right. The driver is already there. He needs some more time to find us, and then everything will be okay, and we will go to the hotel, and everything will be all right. And I realized, yes, this person is right. Why was I worrying? Because I'm responsible for this group, and I didn't know what to do in this situation. And when I accepted this situation, and when I accepted the help of other people, and when I trusted, then the situation was solved. And now back to some scientific investigations, a very interesting topic. Due to the work with my colleagues, perfectionism was the topic that we wanted to investigate. And we found out that in order to cure perfectionism, you needed to develop self-compassion. When I said this word to my daughter, she said, I don't like this word. It is as if I'm so miserous and I need to have pity with myself. But for me, self-compassion is to stay aware of your own emotional reactionism and to make it root, to go over the situation, to have the overview of the whole situation, and to look at it without any without awaiting something, without letting triggers trigger you without. And this situation in Egypt, it was about it. And another aspect is that I'm not ideal like any human being. I might make mistakes, and I can let me make mistakes. It's normal. I'm human, and I'm not ideal, and I can stay in development. And another aspect, normally highly sensitive people, they are kind towards the others. They can have compassion with others. Why can't I be compassionate with myself, kind towards myself? And this is the third aspect of self-compassion. When we allow ourselves to be kind, when we allow ourselves to forgive our own mistakes, when we try to be open, then perfectionism would be only a good quality, like be distinctive without having too high demands towards yourself and the others. What else can help me? Long time ago, I formed some definite rhythm for myself. I need to have a rest, to have vacations. It is traveling. Also, the rhythm of the week. A long time ago, I decided not to work during the weekend. Earlier, in early years, their clients, they in business, they always wanted to work during the weekend. But then I decided, no, I don't want to do it any longer. And also during the day, I do little breaks, and it helps me a lot too. This third quality, the ability to feel others, to be supportive, to react to the situation, what it is bringing to you, to see the life, to have interest in life. What can help you to not to dissolve yourself in the situation? From my point of view, it is the concentration on the important things. For me, it was biographical work. For the first time, I did it 2001 when I got to know it, and then I organized the biographical group with my clients and the clients of my partner, my business partner, and then I managed to discover my life mission during this work within this small biographical group. And it is extremely important to know your goal, because for high sensitive people, it is very easy to lose yourself in many tasks. I have a story. I have one colleague who is great, but she has a tendency to come too late. And once, together with this colleague, we organized a seminar with some foreign lecturer. And my colleague, she was responsible to give the materials. And when we came to the meeting, my colleague wasn't there. And I called her. She didn't answer the phone from the very beginning. And after a while, she answered me, and she said, "Oh, when I was about to come to the conference, I got a phone call, and I needed to go somewhere else and to help people." And then she came to the conference. And this is the example when people can't concentrate on some definite goal, they just lose themselves in different tasks. Here you can also see the sources of inspiration and how important it is to know them and to get nourishment from them. What inspires me? What gives food to my soul, to me? For example, I love walking. When I'm in the nature, for example, it often happens like that, I was thinking about some project, and I didn't get a good answer, and then I went for a walk in the nature, and then suddenly I got the answer. So this rhythm, like working and getting a rest, while getting a rest, you can often get an answer when you let go. This is also an interesting moment for me, harmonizing the outer and the inner through subtle activities. What are those subtle activities, and why do I need the balance between outer and inner world? For me, this balance is to be centered, to stay within yourself. When you are in business, you are in the process of communication, of working and interconnection with others. And the balance between inner and outer world comes through some subtle details, through self-reflection, intuition, through your possibility to feel some subtle reactions of other people. It is the ability to understand something that is happening in a very subtle way. And for highly sensitive people, this ability to feel into subtle details, it is a gift. On the other hand, on one hand, I can feel something that the other people can't feel, and I can make decisions that the others can't make because I can feel a lot. But also this ability of myself, it is healing for me. It is helping me to come to myself, to not to let yourself to be overwhelmed. This is the ability of a highly sensitive person to interact with something that gives you inner sources, that gives you strength. And for me, it is surely eurythmy. I have luck in my life, really. One more story I would like to share with you. It happened with me 2011. As a business consultant, I work in the Association Social Development. It is an anthroposophic organization. And there I met Annemarie Ehrlich. She's the founder of Social Eurythmy. And Annemarie, she gave 2 master classes, 3 days, 2 hours. And for me, it was impressive. It wasn't a long time. It was only like 3 days, 2 hours. But after it, I had very good inner feelings for many, many weeks. When I had some stressful situation, I still could stand in balance. Or when I had a lot of tasks, I didn't feel that I'm overwhelmed. Or when I don't plan something strictly, but I still can manage everything. Like for me, it was like probably it was only like 1 day of eurythmy. It was 3-4 days, but it was very little hours, and it gave me such a lot of strength. And after a while, I went to one more seminar of Annemarie. And after this second seminar, I realized that yes, it is really eurythmy that is giving me this enormous resource. And after that, eurythmy became a very important part of my life. Ever since this time, I try to bring eurythmy into business. For me, eurythmy became my most important within my life mission. Before that, for me, my life mission was rather bright, and due to eurythmy, I could focus myself. I do eurythmy every morning, and the HSP course, when I did it by eurythmy for you, sorry, it gave me some more insights into eurythmy. I also meditate for alone, and it is really great. I really recommend to everyone who's working in business to find at least 10 minutes in the morning or during the day to connect with this subtle strength that gives enormous inner activity. I mean, eurythmy. We are waiting for the slide. Just a moment. Here it is. I am coming to the end of my story. I don't want to overwhelm you with my stories. What we discovered during our course probably told you it before. I just got to know it at the end of our course, this discovery that those 4 qualities I was talking about at the very beginning there of my today's speech, those 4 qualities are strongly connected with 3 other gifts of highly sensitive people. Do you remember we talked that about empathy and highly reactionism of highly sensitive people. Empathy can transform itself into compassion. When I feel compassion, I stay active. I can help others, but I don't lose myself. I don't dissolve myself. And when you work in business, in a company, and you have a lot of colleagues who are compassionate, it changes the atmosphere. Those people, they can work in a more constructive way. They can create a good atmosphere. And one more strong point of highly sensitive people is to be very precise and accurate. And this accuracy can help you develop your conscious. And from love towards the people near you, from your moral qualities, and also the possibility to experience the information in a bright way. It can be transformed into astonishment. When you feel astonished and amazement to encounter something very essential, when as if the essence of some situation is speaking towards you. All highly sensitive people, they already have those gifts, and we can only realize those gifts that we already have. And when we have gifts, then we also have the responsibility. And we have a task to bring our gifts into the world from ourselves. And now the next picture, it is rather optimistic. Highly sensitive people, which I read in one of the investigations, scientific investigations, it said that HSPs are the natural born entrepreneurs. I didn't know about it. Why? Because those people, they can perceive some subtle essences from the surroundings, and they can bring it into their work. And if you aren't in business, but if you wanted to do something on your own, maybe to make your hobby into one of your jobs, just try it, because we can do it, and we probably should do it because we have these talents. At the moment, the people around me, the entrepreneurs who I know, they develop their business through humanity, morality. And I understand that a lot of them are really highly sensitive people. And in the modern business, there is a tendency that there are a lot of really vivid companies who try to give space to their colleagues, who are oriented to serve people, to serve the community, who aren't aimed at gaining money. And surely for highly sensitive people, it is more easy to work in such companies. And as a highly sensitive person, it is really worth it to start your business. So I try to encourage you if you're still aren't a business person. And at the end, I would like to say, to give you a small insight into the HSP course of Eurythmy for You. Maybe this scheme that I did, this table, maybe it looks a little bit overwhelming, but only because you have 3 languages now. What is the path of this course? We can find something within ourselves and bring into balance this red quality, the balance between internal and external. And through the balance, when we come to balance, we can develop 3 higher qualities of our being, like compassion, conscious, and astonishment. And this course is really built in such a way, it is very good structurized. And I'm very thankful to Theodor, Natalia, Anastasia, and the team of Eurythmy for You for this course, and for all of you who joined us today. If you have some questions, please ask them right in the chat, and I will answer them. Many thanks, Oksana. Please write your questions in the chat. And Theodor noticed it, and Oksana also told it that you can also ask some personal questions. And as long as we are waiting for those questions, Theodor can already said at the end, Oksana said that it looks rather overwhelming. And as a high sensitive person, you have the feeling you don't need a lot from little details. You can learn enormously much. You don't need to do much. Like Oksana was depicting eurythmy seminar. It was only 3 days long for several hours a day. And everyone felt like, wow, as if it was 3 weeks or 3 months. Oksana, yes, I also am the feeling like that, but I wanted to share so much. That's why sorry if it was overwhelming for our high sensitive audience. Theodore asks, why do you need to ask to say that, oh, I feel pity, sorry. Oksana, but I still hope that it was interesting for you and that you were interested. There comes a question, how is the course built up? Oksana, I think Theodore can answer in a better way and show you the link, but Oksana can say how this course will look like. It would be 10 meetings. There would be a meeting in a large group where Theodore will bring eurythmy, and then small groups will work on the topic within a small space. And Theodore, as the author of this program, might say more. Theodore, when you were depicting this course, you said that you did some discoveries, and you said probably Theodore knew it already earlier. But in fact, I didn't know it before we did this course together. It is important to do something together because you do new discoveries. And on the one hand, yes, we have a course, but it isn't fixed. It is our common work, our common voyage, our common trip and discovery. Today I got an email from some person who wrote, one can't develop eurythmy oneself. We need a community to develop eurythmy. And as a highly sensitive person, yes, we develop highly sensitivity ourselves, but we also help to the group, to others, to develop their highly sensitivity when we are together. Oksana, yes, I really agree. For me, this course, it had a good structure, but it didn't have a very, very fixed boundaries. Like we had the topic for each week, but every one of us searched for our own experiences within this topic. We could do our own discoveries. And yes, it is really like that. Theodore. And we also have a creative space. And now we try something really new. We prepared it together. We don't give some material that is already fixed and dead, but we bring something, some small structure probably, and our course group leaders in their small rooms, they will bring some new discoveries or new ideas. And now I have a question to Oksana. Maybe you'd do something with us. We don't have a cat at home, but probably some of our participant has a cat. What can we do if we don't have a cat? Oksana, I didn't know, but I felt that Theodore might ask me to do a question. Please sit down in a way that your feet uh, are connected with the soil, if possible without the shoes, so that you can feel the floor, and that your feet are really completely on the floor. And please feel comfortable, and the palms of your hands, they lie on the knees. First, just feel your feet from the toes till your heels. First your right foot, then your left foot, and now first with the right foot we can do such a movement. The toes, they come more close to the floor. Now the middle of the foot presses the floor. Now the heel. Now the middle of the foot and the toes. Toes, middle of the foot, heel. Now the same with the left foot. Toes, middle of the foot, heels, and back, the middle, the toes. And we can discover that the movements are different. When we move from the toes to the heel, it is as if a small movement, and from heel to the toes, the movement is bigger. The next step of this exercise, we begin with the toes of the right foot, and the left foot begins from the heel. So we do as if countercurrenting movement with both feet. We feel with our concentration into this process. We are concentrated on it, try to feel what is happening. Do I feel my feet? Then we can get a little bit higher with our attention. What does happen to my palms? Do I move only my feet, or can I feel something in my hands as well? Do I feel my back when I'm doing it? My neck, my shoulders? And we try now to stay in this state completely, and to listen to what is going on not only in my feet, but also within my whole essence, my whole being. And now, gradually, we come back to our common space. And if you want to, you can share in chat what you felt. You can write it if you felt something, if something happened to you. A technical question. Do you see the chat? Please write into the chat. Oksana asked, what did you feel? And it would be nice. We can't talk about it, but please write it in the chat, and then we will see these treasures in the chat, and Yegor will translate it to Theodor into English. And what did Theodor feel? It was very subtle. You do something with the feet or a little bit with your hands, and then you feel, oh, my breath has changed, or my back is now in a different way. Or at the end, Oksana said, how do I feel my whole being? And so this kind of exercise, it doesn't only lead to the body, but also to your own being. It is astonishing. Oksana, it was a beautiful travel with you, a beautiful voyage, with the courage. Many thanks to you. And maybe you want to say one more word at the end. The replay, we will send it together with your presentation to the participants. Thank you very much. Oksana didn't understand the question of Beatrice in chat. Dear Oksana, asks Beatrice, often in the business life, there are a lot of HSPs, and can you express your own needs to highly sensitive people? Do you dare it? Oksana, I think yes, you should do it, and surely it isn't easy, but I believe it is the first step for highly sensitive people to begin revealing your own potential. Because if no one knows what is important for you, what you need, then surely what Theodor said at the end, I wish to all highly sensitive people to have a lot of courage to talk about what is important for you and to act from this point of view. When you allow yourself to do it, then the world will come to you. Theodor, many thanks, Oksana. Probably not only from my heart, but from a lot of hearts who listened today. It was nice to be with you and with everyone who is there. Oksana, I'm also very thankful to be today with you. Many thanks. And now we have a 5 minutes break, and then Theodor will bring a little bit that eurythmy, it actually needs really a little. You don't need to do a lot. As a high sensitive people, we know that little is already big. What we had today, the meaning was, on the one hand, eurythmy or high sensitivity, we can't develop it on our own, but in a community, it is really easy. It is giving strength. And the first meeting, the first topic will be, we begin it next week, the first module. And this Sunday will be the introductory in the course. And everything that we will practice is not to stay stressed. The main exercise is when whatever happens, I'm not stressed. I try not to be stressed, even if I didn't do anything, because it was overwhelming for me. It was great for me. Or if I did very, very little, it was also good for me. We will learn to trust into ourselves, into our own process as well, and together to do it. That's why everyone who will join the course, we help one another to investigate together, to develop something together. Eurythmy isn't some movement that someone thought of, but it is archetypes, some forces that stay there. For example, we can say in a very strong way and in a very gentle way. In German, it is called V, and the first sound is F. And this V, the gentle F, it is as if touching something, touching the air with your fingers. And now I would like to show you this little subtle gesture. And now who wants, please join us and do eurythmy together with Theodor. And from the very beginning, what we will do, I take time, for example, I take time to pet my cat. And now I come to my inner being, to my inner cat, or to my inner lion, or whatever lives within me. And now I feel that my inner being, my inner lion, my inner dog or cat or whatever feels that I care about it. And when I let it go, then I can be even more within myself. And this gentle movement, as if when I'm playing with another person in such a way that another person can't catch what the ball, the badminton ball that I'm trying to send to him. And when I do it in a well way, then the other person can throw this ball back, but it is a very subtle way when I'm gentle and in on the way. When I'm mindful, then I arrive at someone or at something. I can touch someone and I feel that something is coming to me. The cat, for example, when I'm petting a cat, before I begin doing it, the cat can feel, now something nice is coming towards me. And not only in my head, not only in my heart, but my whole body can feel that something is coming towards it and can experience it. And the next step is self-compassion. I can do it towards my own heart. I do this gesture like that towards my heart. I come towards my heart, let it go a little bit and say, dear heart, how are you today? And I try to feel the answer. I come from wide away. I come towards my heart, and what is coming towards me? Dear heart, how are you? And I can almost feel that something is coming. I hear the answer. And then the third step, can I do it towards my own self? I'm here. I feel into myself. And when I do it in such a gentle way, what is coming from my inner being towards me? We can do it, and it's interesting. We will go through the qualities of different planets, and the fifth week it would be the moon, and this V and F, those two movements and sounds, they are connected with the moon, and self-compassion is also connected with the moon. And while moving, we can also feel it, we can do it. What is coming now from my inner being towards myself when I touch myself, when I try to meet myself? Let's do it one more time, those three steps. First, I touch something gently and I feel that something is coming towards me. I can't grab it, but I feel something is coming towards me. Now I do the same towards my own heart, towards my middle heart. What will my heart answer? And now maybe towards my whole being. What is coming towards me? And the last time, the angel within me. Last time we did this small meditation, eurythmy meditation, and we also noticed that it is a huge space, and my angel is a huge space, and what is coming out of this huge space, out of my own being, what is coming towards me. And with this, I'm on my path. And for that, I have my high sensitivity. Now, please sit for a while, let it feel how it reacts within your body. And for your body, it isn't, your body isn't indifferent. The art is not to await a lot, and just to feel that even if you do some subtle things, some little things, you can feel a lot. Although you don't await something big, it's enough to get some subtle experiences. And I believe you noticed that both Oksana and me, we talked to the same point, the same topic, a very subtle, gentle gesture that doesn't come from the head, but is felt through. And Oksana, she brought the examples from her life and also brought us towards this. What do we carry within ourselves? And at the same time, it is really a huge power. You, all highly sensitive people, are from your birth in topness and have such a huge heart. I'm very thankful for you that you were with us during this conference. It was a dream for us to organize it like that. We began the beginning of March 2024 to prepare this course that is coming on Sunday. We were 50 people, our team, our group course leaders, a huge team, and I'm very thankful to our whole team. I have a huge gratefulness. I feel a huge gratefulness for all of them. The replays, you will find them in the emails that we send to you. And now we begin our new step, the course, the 10 weeks long course together. Everyone who want to say goodbye on this step, we say goodbye to you as well. And those who want to join us in the course, we would be happy to welcome you and to do this path, to be on this path together.